Hello there, good people. Welcome to It's a Shaw Thing. I'm your host, Rob Shaw, here to talk a little fantasy football. It's time to discuss matchups. We're at that point. The first game of the season is already behind us. Now let's talk about a couple of great matchups coming up this weekend. And as far as the positives, you got to like the New Orleans Saints this weekend, for goodness sakes. They're playing against the Detroit Lions. Expect huge things from Drew Brees, Marcus Colston, Reggie Bush. Remember, Pierre Thomas isn't playing, so more carries for him. I also like even Jeremy Shockey. I'm going that far on this one. The Saints should be fantastic against the Lions. I'm thinking 30-plus points, plenty of fantasy contributors. As far as another team that I like this weekend, how about the New England Patriots? You think Tom Brady doesn't have something to prove? Well, guess what? They're going against the Buffalo Bills. Not only are they horrific on offense, considering Marshawn Lynch is suspended, but they're not that great on defense either. So I really like the Patriots throwing all over this team. We don't know what their backfield's like, so you might want to hold off on the running backs, but definitely Wes Welker, Randy Moss, Tom Brady, poised for huge weekends. And finally, the Cincinnati Bengals. Yes, I even like this team this weekend. They're going against the Denver Broncos. McDaniels is there now, the head coach, but he didn't bring much of a defense in with him. So on that note, expect huge things from Carson Palmer. You could even start Lavernius Coles, Chris Henry I like, Chad Ochocinco, and the guy I like the most, Cedric Benson on the ground. I expect a couple of touchdowns, 80-plus rushing yards from him. A great weekend for the Cincinnati Bengals. Now a couple of teams to avoid this weekend. Well, I'm definitely not going to look to play any Cleveland Brown, particularly Jamal Lewis. The Browns are going in against the Minnesota Vikings that probably has the best four up front. So no room to roam for Mr. Jamal Lewis. And as far as the other guys, the worst kept secret, Brady Quinn at quarterback, who's he going to throw to? He's got Braylon Edwards and very little else. So definitely avoid Cleveland this weekend. And finally, another team to avoid, the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going against the Baltimore Ravens. Matt Castle probably not going to play in this one. He should consider himself lucky. Larry Johnson's a guy you consider starting, and he probably will, but we just don't know what to expect from him after two disappointing seasons. As far as the other offensive weapons, remember Tony Gonzalez now in Atlanta, Dwayne Bowe pretty much by himself. I don't like the situation with them playing against the Baltimore Ravens. They're saying the Ravens are old and decrepit. They said that the last couple of years. Don't play Kansas City this weekend. It's a bad matchup for them. Well, that's all, my friends. Until we meet again, enjoy the weekend.